Namaste, Zindobre. Good morning to all our viewers of IP News. Today we are here for International Women's Day. My grand wishes to all our viewers for International Women's Day. We have a very vibrant woman with us, Manu Dandu, who is donning many feathers in her cap. First and foremost, she is a IT professional. She is running a dance group, Indie Beats. She is foundation of Charkha, Indian Women Handloom, and she is also a director in Razvi Events, Wrocław, Poland. Hello, Miss Manu Dandu.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for having me here. And thank you for such a great introduction.
It's my pleasure to have you here. We are glad to have you in our channel, IP News. So let's start our interview, Manu, with that how you landed in Poland with your journey from India, where you belong to.
It's basically because of my job. I was working in India and there was an opportunity to move here, and my company chose me to send here based on my experience. So that's just it. So my company took all the pain in moving me from India to here. Okay. So it's basically because of my job.
Okay. So tell me something about your dance group, Indie Beats.
So it all started around 2 years ago. Like when I just came here, I've always been a fan of dance. Even in India, I was learning Bharatanatyam from a guru there. And when I just came here in the beginning, I had no contact. So I started my own group, which is 3 girls. We used to practice at my home. And Wrocław is such a good place where there are a lot of opportunities to perform. And we performed once. We launched ourselves as this Indie Beats dance group. And ever since, Wrocław has been showering us all the opportunities. Whenever there are events or there's a platform to promote other cultures, I think somehow the opportunity always lands up to us, and we are lucky. So it started with 3 girls, and then now we're more than 10 girls, and we keep changing because it's based on availability of team members. So and then we performed also in the flash mob, and that's how I got to connect to more dancers. So it's been active since 2 years, and I think it's like we're lucky to be in this city for the number of opportunities we get.
Okay. So how do you manage your profession with this dance also?
That's a nice question. So many people ask me that. Well, I think if you're determined and if there is enough passion, I think we can handle so many other things. I like my job very much. And besides that, I also love dancing. So I don't do dance every day, but then I try to manage schedules in a week or once in 2 weeks so that we girls meet, we practice. And these days, ever since the pandemic has started, because there are not many opportunities to perform, we started shooting our dances. So often we meet and practice and we are just shooting. So these days, that's the only activity happening in the dance group, that we are just making videos. So that all can be managed, like sometime on the weekends or maybe in the weekdays after my work, we have 1 or 2 hour sessions. So that's kind of manageable. If there's determination, I think everybody can manage.
If you have a strong passion towards that dance.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So we have everyone knows that India is a very rich culture in handloom, and we were having hand woven fabric from long time. But after industrialization, it like things changed, and more fabric were made in factories. Yeah. So how do you decided to promote this woven handloom here in Poland?
Firstly, if I were not an IT employee, I think I would definitely have landed somewhere in the fashion industry. And I'm a personal fan of this art of kalamkari. It's a hand method of painting with organic colors on the textiles. So ever since I started wearing saris, I've been a huge fan of this kalamkari art. And I was so fascinated by the way they do this art in details and the kind of organic colors they use. So, and also over a period of time, as you said, because of industrialization and easy making of textiles in the factories, handloom survival has become a tough thing. Not in India, I think it's every part of the world that these hand woven textiles or these ancient skills don't get enough recognition because of industrialization. So and why in Poland? Because I'm here, so it's easy for me to start in a place I'm here. And also, when I started dance group, I saw a huge recognition for Indian culture. So I thought it would be a nice platform to launch Charkha from here, and so that I could initially start promoting the art, the hand skill, and over a period of time, I want to launch my own production line so we could manufacture own brand of textiles in Charkha.
So your brand, this Charkha, is available everywhere in Poland, or it's limited to Warsaw only?
It's for delivery everywhere in Poland.
Okay, so which platform we can order it? From which platform?
We have a website. For now, we are running a store on Instagram, but we are soon going to launch a e-commerce platform as well. Okay. We initially wanted to have a store, but then it is quite challenging because of the pandemic to have a store. And so we made changes in the way we wanted to implement Charkha. We decided to go with an e-commerce platform. And yeah, it will be soon launched, so you can shop there. It's going to have ethnic wear, casual wear, maternity wear, everything made from handloom textiles.
Yeah, after pandemic, naturally everything has came online automatically.
Yes, yeah.
So better be on.
Easy decision
keep our
any
presence
can
online.
take right now.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, Manu, that you are also director in Razvi events in Wroclaw.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us briefly about the event and what are the programs you are doing?
So also when I just came here, I also had this passion when I was in India that I was a active event organizer since my college. I was an NSS student volunteer. And then when I just came here, I was looking for some community to bond to actively take part in events. And then I landed up on Razvi Events Facebook page, and I saw that they organized a sari fashion show in Warsaw, and that was a hit. So I was very impressed, and then I immediately wrote a message to the page, and then that's how it started. And then we wanted to also organize events in Wrocław, and then I partnered with Razvi Events, and I think the first event was Bollywood DJ. We all miss dancing on Bollywood. So I thought at least to start somewhere with, that should be the event. And then, yes, we had around 100 members dancing to all the Bollywood numbers that night. And then Flash Mob was our second event that brought us huge recognition.
Yeah, that's what my question, that Flash Mob that happened in open air. It was a huge hit here in Poland.
Yes, it was.
So, please tell us that how it happened.
So I and Razvi, we were discussing on what to do for the Indian New Years, like Ugadi, and all these Indian New Years. So we arrived at this conclusion where we wanted to do some event that's going to bring all these occasions together. And by the time my dance group was already active, and if we want to do an activity in an open air platform, I think dance would be the best thing to do. So we teamed up from different states, people from different states here and who do different dance forms. We all got together, and then we organized a 30-minute flash mob performing different dance forms from different states of India. So there were, I think, more than 600 people in Rennick that day. Dancers, families. It was about 30 dancers that day. So dancers, families and friends and all those people in Rennick, it was beautiful. We still talk about it often, and we're like, we want to perform in such an activity once again if there's ever a chance.
Definitely, after this pandemic. And you also organized Independence Day of India here with Razvi event. So how you managed to bring the parents and children and then organize the event? How all it happened? Please tell us.
So it was after this flash mob event that we already had good number of contacts in the city, in Indian community, and as well as in the city who could help us organize events here. And it was also, I would say, very good team support within internally. And then it was easy to connect to Indian community via dancers and families and friends. And then people were already waiting for such a platform here where they could meet other Indian families, or in fact Polish people were also waiting to see such an event where they would get to see Indian culture closely. So it wasn't very challenging to bring the community together. And then with this events, in fact, Razvi Events has launched people into the market. We have launched some DJs. We gave them chances to perform for the first time.
Really?
So in our events, and then we also had kids who performed for the first time, and their parents thanked me because that's the first ever platform which they could get for their kids to perform. And it's very important for kids to start performing publicly from a very young age. So over a period of time, they don't have to deal with factors like stage fear. So parents
For
are
the-
like
for
still when
all-round
we meet.
development. All-round development of personality. It's very
Exactly.
good to
So,
perform on stage. Yeah.
more than anyone, I think parents of young kids were extremely happy because their kids were given such a platform to perform. So I remember there was a young kid who sang Shlokam at the beginning of the event, and then now that has become a passion for this guy, that he is learning all the Shlokams. So it all started with our Vande Mataram event. So the parents are very thankful that we are creating such platforms for the kids to perform.
Okay.
Yes.
So now this pandemic has come into the world, and what do you think about the future of Razvi events? Yeah. What do you think? How you will, what we will do in the future, and how we will organize events? Do you see some hope is there?
Of course, now that I see there is going to be a control on the pandemic soon, and I hope to resume organizing such events in future for sure. So if we ever resume, I always want to start an event like Holi in Warsaw, how it happened in the center of Warsaw and how hit it was. So we've been wanting to organize such an event for since long. So I think once we resume, we're going to start with Holi and bring all the people together. We're going to dance in Beneken colors.
Okay. So these are your plans for the future.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Starting with this, yeah.
Okay, so I think our viewers were very happy to know about you, about all your events and what you are doing in your life. And I think there are too many eggs in your basket, which you are managing, which you are managing very nicely. But so
Yes,
you are
thank you so much.
Yeah. Happy Women's Day again to all our viewers.
Yes, I would like to say maybe a line to women all over in Poland or who are seeing this interview right now. So I think we are in a very good place, which with good recognition of art and culture of India. So I think we are also in this age and time where we can create opportunities if there aren't any. So I wish you all follow your passion, try to create opportunities and enhance your skills. Happy Women's Day, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Manu Dandu, to be with us.
Thank you so much.